Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm going to do a royal couples reading, sort of a Valentine's Day treat. Sorry that I haven't been on much lately. I just have a lot going on, but I'm here today and I hope that most of you will be able to join me and watch this video. Whatever you're doing for this weekend, Valentine's weekend or President's Day weekend, whatever it is that you're celebrating, I hope that you have a really great weekend. I hope the weather's great. I hope that you have love and happiness and joy in your life this weekend, whether that's romantic or not, friendship, family, whatever it is that you have. And I hope that you're able to be grateful for what it is that you have, because that's how you get more of it, right? All right. So I'm going to look at some of the royal couples. I'm not super prepared. I just wanted to do this kind of like on a whim. Sometimes my best readings are done that way though, so we'll just see what happens. I'm going to start with a Wild Unknown deck, and we're going to look at Charles and Camilla first. We're just going to see how they're doing, get some general energies there. What can you tell me about Charles and Camilla, current state of their relationship, general energies? What can you tell me? The Emperor comes out. Stable, structure, grounded, down to earth. What else for Charles and Camilla, please? Oh, the Tower. Interesting. So these look to me to be the same tree, the same structure being struck. I'm going to pull one more and see what comes out. The Tower is, of course, instant change. Change out of the blue, change that comes to us through usually outside sources, and we just kind of have to roll with it, right? I have another Four of Pentacles, and Two of Cups. As you know, I don't usually read reversals in the Wild Unknown deck because they're not meant to be read in reverse. To each his own or her own, but for me, I just read them upright. We do have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So the Four of Pentacles came out in reverse and then I turned it over. So I'm thinking that this is about letting go of something. We have the Emperor and the Tower, okay? Stable, strong structure. This is also about rules and authority. It's also, you know, the father, the great father. So it could be, you know, Charles as a father, something struck a blow to that. Otherwise, it's their relationship feeling and being, for the most part, very, very structured, very stable, and then something hit it like lightning. And then what we have, remember this Four of Pentacles did come out in reverse. So Four of Pentacles in reverse in any other deck would represent letting go of something, because Four of Pentacles in the upright is about holding on too tightly. It can also be about greed, okay? But since it was in the reverse when it came out, that's how I feel led to read it, letting go of something, okay, or someone. So the Tower moment may be that they are having to let go of something or someone. But then with the Two of Cups comes out, it lets me know that as far as the two of them, as far as Charles and Camilla, I feel like they're still in a very good, loving, what's the word I'm looking for? Reciprocal, equal relationship. This is when you're able to share emotions with someone and they share with you. You tell them that you love them. They're vocal about their feelings for you as well. You're considerate of them. They're considerate of you. You share similar interests. It's very much, it's a good, really good card. And this is a great card and a great visual to come out on Valentine's Day. I feel like they're probably going to have like a low-key dinner or do something romantic with each other for Valentine's Day. So they're, Charles and Camilla, it looks like are in a good spot despite whatever this is in the middle. The Tower moment in the middle. I'll tell you what, I wasn't going to. I'm going to clarify that Tower and see what that is. And then I'll move on. What is this Tower moment for Charles and Camilla? What is this Tower moment? What's the Tower? The Sun. I don't have to say anything else because, you know, I mentioned the Emperor being the father, and then we have the Sun, which in this case for me is so obvious. It means the literal sun, right? My bouncing baby boy. This is also, of course, things being illuminated. The sun tends to be a happy, optimistic card. It's feeling favored. It's feeling fortunate. This could also be Charles as a son as well. But for me, it is pretty obvious what the Tower moment was. And now it looks like they're moving through letting go of that, releasing anger, releasing judgment, releasing the need to hold very tightly, and they are in their own relationship actually very happy. But when I pulled the Tower and pulled a clarifier, the Tower moment was the Sun. This could also have to do with Archie. He doesn't generally come out in my other readings, but sometimes has to do with a baby or a child, someone's child. All right, guys, I'm not going to speculate. I'll leave that up to you. We're going to move on to Prince William and Catherine. I have heard that she actually prefers to be called Kate, so I know that there are some people who are really sticklers for the protocol and what they're supposed to be called, but I say Kate and I mean it respectfully, and you guys know who I'm talking about. So what's going on with William and Kate, please? How are they in their relationship? What's going on with them for Valentine's Day? They're working. They're working diligently, working very hard to manifest things for themselves. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Magician. I'm going to pull one more for William and Kate. What else can you tell me for William and Kate? This is good. This is really teamwork, dynamic energy, Six of Cups. So spending time with their kids, spending time as a family. So Eight of Pentacles came out first. This is a card of working diligently. It's paying attention to detail when you're working on or honing your craft. So they are working on their job, what they do as a job together and what they do separately, and they're paying attention to the detail. So making eye contact with people, the tone of voice when they respond to things, just the smaller parts that are a lot of times the most meaningful and picked up on parts of the visits that they do and the meetings that they have. I feel like they're paying a lot of attention to those details. Then we have the Magician card, which is about bringing things from imagination into reality. It's having all of the elements at your disposal, having a lot of resources to manifest the things that you want to manifest. So this is a very powerful card. And I do want to point out, there's a lot of energy there. There's a lot of dynamic energy behind them. You see the web behind the spider and then the rays of sun behind the cheetah. There's a lot of, and when I say power, I don't mean government and I don't mean the royal family. I feel like there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of universal power backing up William and Kate at this time. And then their last card here is the Six of Cups. So this is about childhood. It can be about fond childhood memories, remembering people that you loved or who loved you well when you were children. It's shared happy memories. It's your own children and your relationship with them and pouring your love and your resources into that. I love the illustration in this particular deck because it's about being rooted. It's about being grounded. It's about the way that you were raised, being able to be this strong, stable person here and really a pillar in the community because you have these very strong family ties. You were raised a certain way, you were given love, you were shown things, you were taught things, and you absorbed them, you took those things in. And so those things are always a part of who you are. They may be inside and underneath, so only you see them, but they are very much a part of who you are. In fact, that's where a lot of your emotion and your dreams are, is your childhood. So all in all, very, very positive energies for William and Kate. I will move on. That's a great one. That was a really good positive. I mean, I hope they're all positive, but of course I'm going to do Harry and Meghan, who are still at this moment royals, correct? Okay. So energies for Harry and Meghan. What are they doing for Valentine's Day? How are they feeling about each other? Just general energies for Harry and Meghan. What can you tell me? Harry and Meghan love Valentine's reading and energies, please, for Harry and Meghan. Thank you. So Six of Wands. It's a good card. Positive energy. The Magician again. Oh, interesting. Okay. And one more card for Harry and Meghan, please. All right, that one wants to come out. Oh, the devil. Guys. Oh my goodness. It's just funny. If you watch my channel, that card stocks the Harry and Meghan readings. So Six of Wands is about establishing yourself, right? It's about becoming. It's about transformation. It's about victory, right? And the traditional Rider-Waite deck, this is the Hero's Welcome card. It shows a man on a horse riding into town, and people are shouting his name, and they're throwing wreaths and garlands at him and telling him how great he is. It's really a desire for that. It's trying to get to that. Okay, so we're trying to get to a point where people recognize our value, our uniqueness, our, difference, things like that, the things that we do that are good, because it's wands. Wands are a lot about creativity and passion and work. Okay, so possibly focusing on making a name, being seen, something to do with work. Then the Magician card comes out for them as well, which is very, very interesting to me because it was also the middle card with William and Kate. So I think we have two couples who have two very different visions of the future, and these are working to make that come true, and these are working to make that come true as well. And they do, I have to point out, they do have that universal energy behind them as well. So we're also looking at people who are very good at manifesting what they want to manifest and bring into fruition. Okay? Could be good, I guess we'll see. And then we have the Devil card. The Devil card is about trickery or playfulness. It could be something small, mischievous, little white lies, but a lot of times this card is about feeling chained, feeling bound to something. In this deck, it can be about occult type things or witchcraft type things. It's also about addiction, drug addiction, anything that would make a person feel chained or tied down. Clarify this devil energy for me, please. What can you tell me about this devil? Also, when I have the cards in front of me, this cheetah on the Magician is facing the devil. So this cheetah, the Magician, could be a potential energy and not a current energy. This could be something that, you see the way that the cheetah is looking at the devil. This is what could happen, but this is what's stopping it from happening. It's like the devil is kind of a blockage there. Clarify this devil card for me, please. What is this devil card? Four of Swords. Okay. So Four of Swords is could be keeping something hidden information down there. But it's also a card of meditation, of taking a time out, of like strategizing, of regrouping, of thinking up, the next plan, what we're going to do. And then we have Justice. That just kind of fell out. Justice, again, I get that card a lot. For me, it can be a card of divorce. And we have seen that a lot. So Justice can be a card of divorce, but it can be also a card of things coming into balance for you. It can be a card of karma. It's like a boomerang, like whatever you have put out is what you will start to see come back to you. And the more that I look at these first two cards, these are very positive energies, and I do feel like this Magician is potential. I feel like even this Six of Wands could represent what could have been, if that makes sense, okay? Because that I picture that carriage that took them out after their wedding, and everybody was cheering, and it was such a happy day, or it's supposed to be a happy day. And I do honestly feel that a lot of people were behind them and wanted to see them do well and things like that. Unfortunately, it's not the way that it went, okay? But I do feel like this is more representative of what could have happened. It may still, it's not that it can't happen, okay? This is still potential energy to me, it feels like, but we have this devil energy here that sits and just keeps everything from moving forward in a positive way. The interesting thing is that the devil is clarified by a strategy card, so I wouldn't expect that devil energy to go away from them or from their situation anytime soon. And then with this divorce card, it could be planning a divorce as well. I am going to pull one more card and just see if I can clarify any further, okay? One more card for this devil energy. Clarify the devil energy for me, please. Six of Swords in reverse. So not wanting to move on, not wanting to move, period, if this is a physical move, but not wanting to go forward in a positive way. It's like someone is keeping someone bound. That's what that feels like to me. Someone is keeping someone here. You may not leave. The divorce card right here is like, because it's the divorce card now is in the middle of the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords in reverse. So strategy, hidden information, information that I'm sitting on, like I'm literally laying on one of these bombshells, okay? I'm not gonna let you do this thing. Okay, it's a lot of speculation, I know that. I'm telling you what I feel. You guys tell me what you feel. And I'm gonna move on. I really want to look at Zara and Mike Tindall because I love them. I think number one, they're gorgeous. And number two, they're just very down to earth, relatable, stable. They show up on time. You know, they don't say anything super offensive. They seem like genuinely fun people raising their kids. Mike looks like he'd be super fun to hang out with. And Zara, you know, is always cracking jokes and stuff. I just like them a bunch. So we'll look at them. I'm sorry I'm so chatty today, guys. I'm always chatty. Who am I kidding? Okay. So for Zara and Mike Tindall, Valentine's plans, Valentine's general energies there. What can you tell me for this couple? For Zara and Mike, what's the energy? Ooh, the world. The world. They're very content. They're very happy. Four of Swords. So in this deck, the Four of Swords is more about being mentally calm, even though things are sort of a whirlwind around you. Being able to be at peace within yourself and within your home or your family. And then we have a star. This is beautiful. Very celestial cards. Very, gosh, how do I even want to say that? Soulful, universal cards for Zara and Mike. We start out with the world, which can be completion of something, completion of some kind of karmic cycle. But for me, it's more about seeing things come into fruition or just being very content with where you are right now. Being very content with my life, okay? Because a full circle, as opposed to like a broken circle, it sort of means to me that like everything has come together like it should. Then we have the Four of Swords, this little lamb who has swords hanging over his head, but he's not afraid because he's reached that place spiritually and mentally where he's able to be at peace. Okay, it's like being extraordinarily grounded. And then we have the Star card. The Star card is the card of Aquarius. It's also a card of healing. In this case, it's shining star. It's being that celebrity. It's being the one that everybody looks at. It's kind of what we talked about. It's being the life of the party, but in a really fun way. Not in a like, you know, take off my dress and dance on the table way, but in a life of the party like your sunshine. People want to be around you. They're drawn to that energy. They're drawn to these lights that come out from within you because it's genuine. Look at these two cards together, the world and the star. Look at that. High up in the heavens. Twinkling, twinkling. Isn't that beautiful? I don't even feel like I need to clarify that. I feel so happy just looking at these cards for Zara and Mike. I just feel like they're very happy. I don't know how many kids they have. Do they have two? Is that right? Because I also feel like this Four of Swords could be considering more children. They may be talking to each other about, you know, what's the perfect number of little lambs? Maybe we could have 4. Yeah, that's very happy. I really like that. That just feels very content, very happy. A lot of laughter, a lot of gaiety. It feels like that kind of energy as well within their home, but also when they're out among other people. So that's genuine, right? Oh, I love it. I love that. Okay, last one. I'm going to do the Queen and Prince Phillip because, of course, I know they've been married for a long time, but I'm sure they still love each other. They do enjoy each other's company. So Queen Elizabeth and Prince Phillip, what can you tell me about their Valentine's Day or their plans or the energies around them at this time, please? For Queen Elizabeth and Prince Phillip, what can you tell me? Two of Wands. So they're focused on the future. They're looking forward. I feel like they are two branches of the same tree is what that looks like and feels like to me. Being married for so long, this almost feels like they have ways that they deal with each other that are sort of unspoken. It's a very comfortable partnership. okay? And they're able to come together on the things that are very important and that matter to them, and move the family forward in a direction that they agree on. What else for the Queen and Prince Philip, please? What else can you tell me for the Queen and Prince Philip? Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip. Valentine's Day energies or general energies for right now. The Devil comes out. It is interesting. I will tell you what I think about it just a moment. And the Hermit. So the Hermit is the card of Virgo. It is the card of Harry. So it looks like the Queen and Prince Philip, they're feeling happy. I mean, these are good emotions here, and they do work together. This feels like their heads are together, right? They're looking in the same direction. They are very together on what happens next, okay? And it's just solidarity. Solidarity is the word that comes to mind there. So then the Devil card comes out again, and we have the Hermit card. So the Devil card came out for the Harry and Meghan reading, and then Harry comes out here. So I feel like the thing that they're working on is how to move forward from the Harry and Meghan situation, how best to move the family and the monarchy forward, focusing on the future, and feeling good about it. I feel like they feel positive, like they have a good solution. We still have a bright future. It's going to be okay. And then, you know, they are looking at this as, you know, someone bound or chained, or it does feel like addiction still to me. And then the concern is more for Harry than anyone else. Harry may be like this. He may be very in a shell right now. He's a soft person, but he's inside a very hard shell right now, in the dark. You know, and some people ask me, do you always take the cards like literally, or do you, you know, it depends on the day. It depends on the reading. I feel what I feel, and sometimes I hear words and I say them. And those of you who have had private readings, sometimes I say crazy things, and I'll say, I hope that makes sense to you, because it doesn't make any sense to me. And then you'll email me and say, oh my gosh, that's something my granddaddy used to say, or something. So Spirit knows what they're doing, Source knows what they're doing, and I just say what I am supposed to say in that moment and hope that it makes sense. All right, so clarify this Hermit card for me, please. Well, you know what, let's clarify the Devil first. Let's clarify the Devil card here in this instance, because we're looking at the Queen and Prince Philip. Ten of Cups. Yeah. Oh, good. That's a great energy to be with that. Yeah. It's like the same energy. Happiness. Moving forward. Focused on the family. Right? Stability. Coming to a solution, or being happy with an outcome. Clarify the Hermit card for me, please. Why are we talking about the Hermit or looking at the Hermit? Who is the Hermit? Clarify the Hermit card for me, please. Yeah. Defending the family. Seven of Wands, right? Defensive position. But you do have the upper hand. You do have the high ground in the argument. So in an argument, I would read this as, you know, probably you're the one that's correct in this case, and you're feeling very passionate about it. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So that's the legacy card. That's all the things that we've built. That's, you know, being in your old age and looking out over your home and your family and your pets and your charity work and all the things that you've done all this time, and being grateful for them, valuing them, wanting to protect them. So there's very much an energy of coming out of the dark for the Queen herself. I think we had this in a reading before, but really feeling joyful and happy with the way things are going at present moment. Clarify this Devil card for me one more time, because I ended up putting that Ten of Cups over with the Two of Wands, but it felt right. Clarify this Devil card for me, please. Yeah. Ten of Swords, betrayal, surrender. That's my Julius Caesar card. That's like stabbed in the back times 10. But then you're resigned to it, you know. And then we have the Empress, which is very interesting. The Empress represents a mother, the great mother, goddess of goddesses, queen of queens, a pregnant woman, someone pregnant or being pregnant with a project, you know, anything like that. Fertility. a seductress when it's in the reverse, especially like this. Seductress is what I feel. So being betrayed by someone who was pregnant, was not pregnant, because the Empress is in the reverse, was not pregnant, or was a seductress. And then, you know, with the Virgo, with the Hermit card, defending all that we've built, right? I did not expect that to come out, but it does look like the Queen and Prince Philip are happy in their current state with the way things are going, moving forward together as a team, as a partnership, as a family. We've got this over here. We have a lot to be grateful for. We have a lot to be happy about. We're going to be okay. So that's good energies for Valentine's. All right, guys, I think that's all I'm going to read on for right now. If you have a question for me, please leave it in the comments below or send me an email, and I'll be happy to read on whatever you request. If you want a private reading, email me about that as well, and I will let you know how that goes, and I can go ahead and get you on the schedule for next week. I've only got like one spot open for the weekend, but if you want to, email me and you can grab it, okay? I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day, and happy birthday if you happen to be Pisces. I meant to say that at the beginning of the reading. I'm Pisces, and my birthday's coming up, so if you are also Pisces, which I know a lot of you are, happy birthday. I love you so much. Bye-bye.